going on, you guys? We are back for another vlog, and today I'm gonna do something that's pretty interesting. You guys may have seen it before, where I have the Lund Ghost Cam tune. So I'm gonna make my car sound like it is totally cammed out, like a big LS. So it's gonna have that meaty chop and everything like that, and it's all gonna happen through the tuner. This has been talked about before. I think the GT500, the 2020 GT500, Lund posted a video of the Ghost Cam tune. So this is available for any of the 5.0s that have, or GT500s apparently. If you have a catless exhaust, it comes with your tune. Inside my car, I have the Lund N-Gauge right there, and yeah, it's not cammed. It's only got a Bosch 302 intake manifold, full exhaust with Corsas in the back. And with this setup, we're gonna be loping. Like I've done it before, and it lopes like crazy. But there's some things you need to know about it if you're gonna use it every day. It's not gonna damage your car or do anything bad, but there are some things you need to know about it if you're going to use it every single day, just because it's got some quirks. As before, let's go ahead and start up the car. It's already warmed up. I've been driving today, but we'll start it up. Normal little cam or normal tune on that one. There you go. So there's the readouts, and that's just the critical information. I like to keep it in here. It could actually go in this air vent, but I don't want to give up an air vent. When it's cold out, I want my hand warm, and then when it's hot out, I want to be cooled down. So that's why I don't want to give up that air vent. It's critical to me, although it fits perfectly in that little circle. Literally, it's like HP Tuners or whoever made the N-Gauge made it for this air vent because it's so perfect. But as you're gonna hear, this is just the normal cam. I mean, this is how it normally sounds, nice smooth idle. No real chop. I mean, it's as normal sounding as it gets. You don't hear it. It's smooth. That's standard, right? Everyone has a tuned 5.0. That's what it sounds like. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to actually change it. And it's got a little bit of a process. You could brick your car. That's if the battery's super low though. So I knock on shift knob. I hope that doesn't happen, but we're gonna find out. Hopefully it's not gonna happen. I'm like 45 minutes away from home. So you're gonna turn off the car. Easy. Make sure anything that might be draining the battery, like your radio, all that stuff, that is not happening. Then we're gonna go to our tuner and exit the gauges. We're gonna go to tuning, load tune. That one is my cammed one, so it has cam on it, Boss, air raid, all that. So we're gonna click yes, flash this tune. Hopefully you guys can see all this. Approximately take 3 minutes. Turn the key on, so we're gonna put the key in the ignition, but we're not gonna start it. We're just gonna turn it on like that. It goes dee-dee-ding. Now it does its automatic initialization thingy, and it should just start tuning it. Do not turn it off, do not open the door, don't have your dome lights on. This is always the sketchy part, because if you have anything using up your battery and it gets below a certain voltage, it can stop the tuning process. So you wanna make sure you have a healthy battery, make sure it wasn't sitting for a month and then you just started to tune it. Like, drive it a little bit, charge up the battery just in case. Like I said, I've been driving all day, so it should be all charged up. And then hopefully we'll start it up and I'll show you guys the cam lope tune. While this is doing that though, I want to tell you guys, this comes on any tune from Lund as long as you have cat delete. So as long as you have no cats, or else if you ran this, you'd be blowing out O2 sensors and it'd be all bad. So definitely you want to make sure that your cat deleted. If you tell them otherwise, they won't send this out. But this is the same exact tune I had made for the Boss, made for the air raid. They just send 2 out. They send one with a cam lope and one without. So it's just dependent on what you want to run. This one is pretty interesting. It makes an awesome sound. It's definitely the one that's gonna snap some necks. And yeah, it's pretty loud. I even had a WRX come up to me at a red light, like chase me down, pull up next to me and go, dude, I had to figure out what the heck was making that sound. Even the JDM guys respect the cam lope tune, even though it's not a real cam. It sure does sound like it. Like, it's a beefy one. And I'll show you guys what it's all gonna feel like and what it sounds like. Because I'll drive around on it too. I'll show you guys some of those quirks. Okay, so we got a couple of little shaky gauges. Tune installed successfully. Turn off the key for 10 seconds. So pulled out the key, got it in my hand. That should be about 10 seconds there. We'll start her up. I'm surprised it actually started. Usually it takes a little bit longer to start. So it'll be normal. And then let's go ahead and hop outside, because once it starts to come down, you'll start to hear it in the cam lope. And I think you can already hear it. Oh yeah. You can hear hear it from all the way up front now. It's totally different. It's totally different. Up there, you couldn't hear a single part of the exhaust at idle. Now that thing is rocking, like the whole car body is rocking. So much so that my girlfriend actually doesn't like when I run this tune, because she sits there and thinks the car is gonna like shake itself to pieces, but that's just part of that cam lope tune. And just listen to that thing. Whenever you rev it, it's normal, and then it comes right back down. So it'll hold, and then it'll catch itself and then start loping again. You can see it kind of wiggling there. So yeah, it's pretty loud. It smells a lot like exhaust, and we're gonna see what our MPG is on this, because it's gonna drop tremendously. Oh, one of the things I've noticed it already does is when you have the clutch out, it starts to get this Mantic twin disc really cranking away. So it sounds like a box of rocks right now. But we're letting that idle, just blah, 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 blah. It does drive like a big cam car. Now, I've never driven a true big LS cam, but see like right there, it dropped down to like 500. But with this clutch, I already have to ride out the clutch a little bit just to get it to go, or else it's like dunk, 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 dunk. So the real cam only comes in at idle. So this guy's breaking his neck. Oh yeah. You love it, brother. I love it. It sounds awesome. Drives kind of like poop. It's just the drivability. That's really it. That's the only downside to it. I just want to show you guys some of the quirks of it. And yeah, it's just got a little bit of roughness around the edges whenever you're coming to stops. Like right there, see? It might have died on me. I don't know if you guys can see the RPMs, but it just dropped to like 400 and caught itself. Go ahead and skip around all this traffic. Oh, it didn't pop as much right there. Okay, so that's different. I haven't run this in a while. Oh, catch yourself. So I put it in first. Usually if I rev out first like that, it'll pop like crazy coming down. So far, not as many pops. Oh, come on, don't die. Whew. Almost lost it right there. Had to save it. So that's a little bit of what it's like. You have to maybe think a little bit about it, because it may need a little saving at times. We'll just flip the UE up here. The whole car is shaking. Oh, it's vicious. It's so Americanly vicious. I love it. Oh, this guy's got a Yeti sticker on the back of his F-150. He was looking. That's a brother that knows his cam sounds. Oh man, that is perfect, or else I wouldn't have been able to make that turn. Oh my gosh, we got below 500 on that one and it caught itself. That's really what it's doing. So it drops the idle, it'll be idling normally, and then I just stalled. I was talking and I stalled. That's how smooth it can happen. I got distracted, I stalled my own car, and then it goes back to idling like a cam car. So that's the drivability issue you might find whenever you daily drive this. It's just got some quirks. Sounds awesome, great for show cars and everything, but that's why I don't really run it. And that's why I'm not a big fan of giant cams. One, I'm not going for crazy horsepower, and on a Coyote, there's 4 cams. 2 intake, 2 exhaust cams. It's not as easy as one giant cam on an LS. So for that reason, it's not really worth it to go through all of it. It's a very expensive process. You can mess up your timing, which I personally just don't know how to time a Coyote yet. In time I will though, I'll build a Coyote. But also, it kind of drives like poop. If you're gonna put if it's gonna be a street car, it's gonna be driving like poop. And I don't wanna deal with that. That's why when I see these big Corvettes that have these giant Tesla, anti-cam car. But as I was saying, these giant C5 Corvette cams that you see them and they're leaving car shows, like blah, 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 like lurches with every little hit of the cam. I just don't want to deal with that. It's just not comfortable. It's fun for now, like it's fine every once in a while to throw on this tune, but for the most part, it's not fun in this type of traffic, which I have to deal with in California all the time. But you already know we gotta let the bald eagles scream, especially when we have an American freaking cam tune on this thing. So stay tuned for that. Once I get out of this stupid traffic, we're gonna let her rip. Come on, let me let her eat. Oh no, yeah, it's at normal height. All right, got a little pull in there. See if we can get some downshifts. Man, that sun is brutal. Turn though, like a steep. Woo! Coming in a little hot. Oh, and it saved itself. Come on, idle. Please don't pull out. Turns here. A 25-mile-an-hour turn at 55, and we got some traffic on us. Nothing happened. I don't know what happened. Must have been some other guy. And these roads are not the smoothest. Like, these things are beat. So I'd love to take this thing to a racetrack one day, like a road race. It's not set up for it at all on stretched street tires, but it would be fun. It's just another aspect of motorsports, and I think like drag racing, drifting, road racing, it's all really cool to me. Each one's got a different skill, and I'd love to be involved in all of them over time. I just think that would be something that would be really cool to have, like every single aspect of motorsports kind of covered, you know, and that way you can grow your skills too, because being a good skilled driver keeps you a safe driver, because all that stuff on the racetrack can be transmitted into the road and just keep you and your family safer, because you drive your loved ones around and stuff like that. So just being more aware, knowing the physics of cars and all these different like scenarios of drifting and all that, it'd make a big difference. Give her some beans. Oh man, come on. I just want to give her a quick rip. I short shifted fourth. If I let fourth sing, I would be going way too fast. I'm just gonna go ahead and drive on home. Then I'm gonna change it right back to my other tune, just because this one just doesn't have the same drivability. Sounds awesome, but the drivability just isn't there for me. And for me, I'd rather have a smoother driving car than to have all that noise. It's fun in the beginning. It's fun to show you guys, and it's all possible. Hold up. Pass this guy. Freaking gap, dude. Freaking Chevy owners can't handle the power. But I mean, in all seriousness, this is just a fun tune to make noise, and it's got a lot of show factor, right? It just makes, oh geez, it's got a whole bunch of noise coming out of it, and it sounds like it's got a cam, but it's really just a ghost cam. It's out of the tuning. Probably just changes some of the timing of the idle, and that's why it learns and catches itself. But it is a fun little tune. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, then please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.